This will be the most innovative, most modern high-speed train in the world, right here in the United States. This is a complete upgrade of how people will experience travel.
America's infrastructure is entering a new era as companies invest billions to build out AI data centers and reinvent the power grid. As this transformation unfolds, perhaps you're wondering about one of America's first large-scale technology systems. It was a cornerstone of the Industrial Revolution. We're talking about trains and passenger rail. We know America is famous for its car culture and interstate highway system, but in recent decades, trains have quietly made a comeback, with Amtrak regularly recording new ridership records. But here's the big question. Is America ready to build out high-speed rail? Are we moving closer to comfortable, safe 220-mile-per-hour service? In this episode of The Optimistic Outlook, Siemens USA Interim CEO and Fairchild is joined by Tobias Bauer, CEO of Siemens Mobility North America. Together, Ann and Tobias explore how technologies are transforming rail systems, from how they're being manufactured in America to how they're moving people reliably nationwide. Join us as we look ahead to the technologies shaping the future of infrastructure and mobility in 2026 and beyond.
Toby, there's a big focus right now on modernizing America's infrastructure. For example, we're hearing a lot about the need to reinvent the power grid for AI data centers. I know there's a lot of excitement in the US about high-speed rail, and you share that excitement. What is the state of passenger rail in America, and what trends do you think will define 2026?
But look, there has been talk for decades about bringing true high speed to the United States. We applaud our partner, Brightline West, for actually doing it. And we've been working with them to build and bring a high-speed rail connection from Las Vegas to Los Angeles. We started building the trains. They will be built right here in America. And this will be the most innovative, most modern high-speed train in the world, right here in the United States. And I'm convinced once the American public will feel it, will ride the train, see the comfort, not stand in traffic jams, they will be excited and they will see the true value, and then many further projects will follow. In addition, we need to upgrade, and I see that, for example, with Amtrak, if we upgrade the general trains, the experience also there for the intercity travel, for longer distance travel, that again will convince people to take the train, and that will again bring more investment, more projects. And then, we have all the ingredients to roll this out broader here in the United States with the competency of engineering and of course of our manufacturing workforce we're building right here in the United States.
Let's help our listeners get a sense of what you're hearing from rail industry leaders across America.
Yeah, across the board, we feel and we hear excitement. I mean, the United States was founded on rail, and there's a lot of infrastructure, whether we talk about freight rail or passenger rail. We were present in over 35 cities with our light rail vehicles, with our locomotives, coaches, and of course with the infrastructure. And, of course, there's an infrastructure which needs to be modernized in order to give the efficiency to the railroads, to the owner-operators, and of course also to upgrade the passenger experience. So we see a positive outlook, a very positive outlook. And, for example, we launched the battery-powered locomotives with Metro North in New York. We're working with a Class 1 on upgrading their dispatch system. We're strong in the CBDC environment. So all these areas are proof points that, our investment is needed and the impact is there. For example, Amtrak is upgrading their fleet, and we're proudly building the new Aero fleet right here in Sacramento and in Lexington, North Carolina.
And let's talk specifically about North Carolina and New York. We've invested in new state-of-the-art facilities there, making our rail production truly bi-coastal. And I think this speaks volumes about the growth of passenger rail in the United States. Help us understand the state of manufacturing trains in America and the impact of industrial technologies.
100%. And I mean, we're an American company. We're proud that we have all the, innovation, the technology, the competency to design and build our trains and also the signaling, electrification here, whatever is needed. Specifically talking about rolling stock, we've grown so much over the past decades. So we decided to expand to the East Coast. Why are we there? We want proximity to our customers. And of course, I already mentioned, as a workforce, where can we find the right people? Our goal is to fully support the reindustrialization of the United States. We give careers to our people in manufacturing, bringing people into manufacturing, training them, and then giving further career opportunities in industrial engineering.
And across Siemens, we've been hyper-focused on industrial AI. It would be interesting, I think, for our listeners to zoom in for a moment and talk about what that actually means for trains. How is industrial AI impacting the way we build trains and think about the entire passenger experience? How's it helping us address customer needs and challenges?
I feel very privileged being here at the center of AI innovation, the world center right here in the United States. So it's imperative to embrace the technology. So I would distinguish. First, let me say that we are in the safety industry, meaning that our primary goal is to ensure that our solutions transport people and goods safely, meaning that, we will follow everything needed to ensure that our products are safe, number one. So that doesn't limit the application of AI, but I just want to clarify that we're not just relying now on AI agents to design our solutions, right? We're embracing it, but we're assuring the quality and most importantly, the safety, number one. Number two is there is AI innovation, which will help to make our products better. We're using AI to understand how are our fleets performing? How can it be improved? That's incredible. And there we will see a lot more to create the value for our owner operators, for our customers. Then there's the other side, what I'm really excited about, and we can see that already. There's still a lot of manual work in our engineering, in our design, and there AI can be a tremendous help, right? Also to help us to streamline our processes. I want to be able to talk to my factory. Where are my parts? Where can we optimize, right? Because in the end, that will ensure that we can fulfill our customer promises. To me, a contract is a promise because our customers, they plan on getting their trains on time. They plan on getting their systems up on time. And we have to do everything we can to deliver in quality, in time, right? And so AI will be a tremendous help enhancing our processes, streamlining our processes, and, meeting our targets.
So, Toby, it's customary to end each episode of the Optimistic Outlook on an optimistic note. So what is your optimistic outlook for passenger rail in America?
People want to travel and they appreciate the comfort, the safety, the comfort of rail, whether it's in cities, whether it's between cities. This is a complete upgrade of how people will experience travel.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you, Toby.
Thanks, Anne. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of The Optimistic Outlook. Be sure to tune in for more conversations with leaders shaping technology for a better tomorrow. Please subscribe to The Optimistic Outlook wherever you listen to your podcasts, and be sure to share the podcast with a friend or colleague.